Meoff is sort of the ditzy one of the sisters. Like, she's always the one that doesn't get the joke, or I say a really simple instruction and she has to ask 50 questions about it because she doesn't understand it. But she's got a very sweet heart and she's very good-natured and very affable. Like, she gets along with everyone. Well, actually that's not true. She gets along with me and Sasha. But yeah, she's good fun backstage and very easy to work with.
Well, Jacqui, she's the fish of the deep, deep ocean. And let me tell you, she's going to stay there.
Jacqui, Meoff, make some noise!
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm taking a leaf out of, taking a page out of Boozy Susie's book, The Sisters of Sequin. I'm going to be in the toilets tonight, where we belong. You know, we've all had our little encounters in the toilet. Not in this cubicle, but many others. So just imagine me there, not doing a shit, but doing something else. Go on, no.
You're not waiting?
No, we're not waiting. You'll be waiting ages if I was there.
Tell me about your pre-show ritual, your own personal one.
I have.
Does it start at home or do you like?
I have every Friday off work, and so I usually sleep in till about 10:30, 11, maybe 3 o'clock some days, and I always just go have lunch with a friend that's not working, and I just stay at home. I never do anything on a Friday because I'm always too lazy, and I know I've got sisters and I want to be refreshed. And by 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I usually have a nap until about 7, and then I start getting ready, and then I just have my shower, do my makeup. It takes about an hour and a half, and then I drive and pick up my sisters, and that's it. But I don't have any rituals. I'm not that weird.
Do you have any makeup tips for other queens, like maybe queens that are starting out?
Any makeup tips?
How did you find your own?
You know, I looked shit when I started drag, and it's all about practice. And if you go, and what Sasha said last time about not leaving the house, no, go out, leave the house. I went out looking like a dog every week, but I fucking loved it. And you know, there's still queens now that go looking like dogs, and half of them think they're beautiful, and half of them don't even cover their eyebrows.
Someone came up to me at the Pill one night and said, how come Jacqui Meoff is one of the 9 real drag queens of Melbourne? What do you think? What do you say to that?
You know what? If someone said, why is Jacqui a real drag queen of Melbourne? I'd just be like, get fucked. You know what? I've been in drag for 5 years. It's not as long as some of the other queens on this show. You know, I've done my time. There are some queens out there who might have been more well-deserved to be on here. But you know, I'm a camp queen. People fucking love me, and I'm fucking pretty. And you know why you're not a real drag queen of Melbourne? Because you're a fucking ugly and I'm not.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Have you got any gossip?
Oh, you know what? I do have gossip. I don't know if I should say, but there are certain few Melbourne drag queens that, you know what, there was this meme a couple of months ago, and it was Sydney drag, Perth drag, Brisbane drag, glamour, 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 then Melbourne drag, and it was a certain drag queen with her dick hanging out. A certain someone made this meme, and it said Perth, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, and Melbourne had a queen's dick on it. And you know, because there's a lot of Melbourne drag queens, something they have in common is that they all have a back page. If you don't know what back page is, it's a prostitute sort of advertising site. So if you ever want to like make some extra money, go on back page, put an ad up, put $250 an hour, done.
Well, Jacqui's a single girl girl now. Did she tell you that?
No, but I sort of picked up that vibe.
She's just walked in. I heard you talking about who's on Backpage, so I can tell people that you're single now. It's not a secret. No, she's single, she's ready to mingle, she's gorgeous, look at her. She's under 30. I mean, once you hit 30, it's all downhill from there, but she's under 30 for a few more years. So, what does that mean?
I'm looking for a new bracelet.
Oh, yes, that's right. She's looking for a new bracelet. She calls them her bracelets. Yeah.
Or maybe for the drag coming out even?
Everyone sort of knew I was gay. So in high school, it wasn't that I came out. It just sort of everyone just assumed I was. So when I was, I just was. But my mum found out because there was porn on the family computer, gay porn, and she came across it and she was like, "Is this yours?" And then so on. And that's how my mum found out. Yes. But my mum's a lesbian, so I'm surprised she didn't find out soon enough.
So a couple of weeks ago, Jacqui wasn't able to be with us here on a Friday because she went away to Queensland, probably to recover from her hideous breakup. And we had Ivy Munro fill in for her. And it was very funny because it was quite obvious that Jacqui was feeling a little bit threatened, and she was posting things on Facebook like, "Oh, for one night only, Ivy Munro, for one night only," putting the emphasis on that. And she was also like sending us inboxes saying, "Oh, how was Ivy? How was Ivy?" And she was putting up she was gigging Ivy on Facebook, like she put up a picture of the Powderpuff Girls and said, "Sisters," and then she put up a picture of some ugly cartoon character, also from the Powderpuff Girls, and she said, "Ivy." And I had to laugh because it's quite funny because it was obvious that she was feeling very threatened. But don't worry, girl, you're still in the system.
Anything you've seen on the show, like the real drag queens of Melbourne so far, that you agree with or disagree with or want to comment on?
You know what, I actually haven't paid much attention to the other queens. I have watched them, but nothing they said is memorable because obviously I'm just waiting for myself to come along. But one thing I don't agree with myself is that I said I can't sew. I can actually sew. I do have a sewing machine. I have sewn costumes. Some of them, they're not very good, but so they're getting better, so I can sew. That was a lie. I was just nervous that night. But yeah, I can sew.
A few weeks ago, you and Ivy had a little dispute there at Tab's show. Was that real or not real?
No, it wasn't real. I love Ivy. You know, Ivy's actually really talented, but she's a bitch. So I just try to give her some shit just so she can like I can kick her off the pedestal a little bit. But she's cute.
Have you had any funny stories happen? What happened in Sydney maybe? Is there something
Nothing happened in Sydney, but I was last Melbourne drag queen standing. I lasted till 9:30 a.m. And those Sydney queens though, they last till Wednesday, and it was on a Monday, so I actually did shit compared to them, but I was the last Melbourne. But I do have a Ken story. If there's two things that people know about me, it's that I love fried chicken and that I piss in public a lot. And I left a club once and pissed in the alleyway, and about 10 police officers came and they all had to come and arrest me, and I got a $600 fine. So I'm very proud of that, to be honest.
There was this one time that Jacqui and I first met through Destiny's Drag Race, probably I think maybe 4 years ago we were on it. And that was at Priscilla's at 153, one of my favourite venues ever. But that's something else we can talk about. And we had jetted over to the Peel and we left just before 5 o'clock, and we were adamant that we were going to get to McDonald's in time for a burger because no one likes breakfast menu. So we're heading the wrong way down Punt Road and realised that we need to do a U-turn. So we end up doing a U-turn illegally through a red light and get pulled up by the police. Next minute, Jacqui's copping a fine and I'm in the back seat pissing in a bottle of champagne because I was so busting. That's Billy's birthday every week here at Circuit.
If you don't wear nails, you're not doing drag.
Celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush, I couldn't figure out this one because there's so many. Like, I'm always horny and I'd fuck anything, to be honest. So if there's a celebrity crush, it'll just have to be anyone.
Tabitha said you're a good sex, apparently.
Yeah, she said I was good sex. I'd like to know who told her because I never have sex at all. Everyone just thinks I'm a whore. I guess that's how I look.
Is there anything that anyone has said, like on the Good Drag Queen cast, that have said about anything that you disagree with?
No, I'm just thinking. No, I can't think of anything what they've said that I disagree with, except that I can't dance. Susie, you're right, I can't dance. You know, I try my hardest, and I try to keep up with my sisters. You know, it's not great, but I can dance, just not very well. I've been very nice in this show, and I wish people would see that more, because I'm not a... Sometimes I am, but like most of the time I'm not a... I have manners. I might be rude, but I have manners, if you know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Alright, I think I'm going to give it to my older sister, Nadia.
Older and prettier.
Oh, older.
Older and prettier.
Older, but less pretty. But less Asian, let's just say that.
Oh, how are you guys?
Welcome to Sydney.
When Movember's over, I'll be a pretty girl once again. Speaking of... Oh, no, not her, these two.
Hi! At least we look pretty for once, Nova.
Just looks revolting. Like it looks...
Mustaches and drag only look good on some queens, but not pretty queens.
I don't know why
Only
you didn't
fat
just draw it on every week, as opposed to like...
But it's tiny.
We might attack you with the razor next week.
Anyway, we have a very important job to do. We have to move the costumes, otherwise we're going to get sacked.
Slap on the wrist.
So...
Please donate for Movember. http://mobro.co.
How much have you raised so far?
I've got $200 so far.
Don't worry, love. I'll put it on the screen. It's there, just across the screen here.
Please donate down
I think
here.
it's just camp when she says it.
Please donate down here. I've only got $200 on my $500 target. We know what you're spending your money on, and I'm sure it will go better to charity. And speaking of charity, we got Realistic.
Oh.
We got Realistic as our special guest tonight.
Honey, I'm not charity.
After the show, I'm going to be very sweaty, but you know what? I'll still be prettier than most drag queens in Melbourne. Anyway, we have to go move these costumes. Oh, working girls, we're busy! Let's go then.